Ideally, the supplier provides the advanced shipment notification. For this PO, which is our example here, we show some inland numbers that have been assigned, and underneath that you can see the ship date, the trucker that was involved, and the pro number. So in this case there was 3 line items and 2 inland shipment numbers against that. These 2 items 1 and 3 went together, and item 2 went separately with a different carrier. This is further illustrated by opening one of these plus drop downs here, where we can see the WR detail here of what was received. So where does that information come from? This is where it's input, the WR input screen. Here's where we show the packages and the line items that have been received. Note that we have the PO number, how it's coming, the US consolidation point, and we show here the Proforma number, not the Proforma number, the Pro number, and show here that it was number 478018 was the assigned inland shipment number coming FedEx with that Pro number. So in effect, when the cargo is received, it closes out the inland shipment advanced shipment notification. The packages received shown up here. Package group is 1 skid, 374 pounds is what was received, and down here we show what a line item was received against that package. In this case we received 14 items, which were the 14 that were ordered, and this is where we have an opportunity to show the country of origin here. This is usually not known until we actually receive the cargo. So we can confirm that, and we say yes, and then that shows that 14 items were received against that particular skid on that particular warehouse receipt number. The other cargo was received on this different warehouse receipt number on a different date, and it was input, and we show here when it was shipped on March 29th, again against inland shipment number 4719, and that closed out that advanced shipment notification. This is a much bigger shipment. In this case we received 90-some thousand pounds of cargo, and in this case we received 2 of the line items that were still open against the order, and in this case we got 900 of that particular line item, and in this case Mexico was the determined country of origin. Confirm that. And we also received part number B28, which is 400 of those, and these came from Canada. We confirm that as well. Okay, so all that information carries over to the Shipment Builder, which is explained in a different module. Further noted here are some of the other fields that can be useful to the warehouse. For instance, when that purchase order number is input, the shipment mode automatically comes up. So if I were to put in a different purchase order number here, let's see, and you can see a combo, which would be meaning that it's going to be shipped out by air and by ocean. But if we go back to the one that we have in question here, we go to this and we show that this is all going about by ocean. That way the warehouse knows to segregate the cargo for an ocean staging. And if required, we can go in here and print a copy of the warehouse receipt. If somebody wants to see a summary of what was received, we input that warehouse receipt number, and what comes up is a report that shows the line items received and the details of the cargo receipts as far as the cargo configuration. Shipping labels can also be printed out against this particular warehouse receipt. Go in here, put in 59433, voila, you can see various shipping labels are available that can be put on the cargo. The outgoing shipment file that the cargo, that particular warehouse receipts cargo, is going to be assigned to is shown here, which is our familiar WIL 628. And then to see the details of that, you can click here, and that shows the Shipment Builder, which is discussed in a separate module. As there could be several line items down here, in this case it's not that hard to read because there are only 3. It is possible to blow this up to see them in a more legible order, but it's easier for someone that's manipulating this data. As another management tool, the HCB people can create a work order from this, and they can go in here and say, we'd like you to segregate this cargo by this means here, and there's various drop downs that they can choose from, and then the work order is sent over to the warehouse. In this case we have work order number 835, and this gives a nice little summary for the warehouse of what we're asking them to do. With some background on the shipment, it even gives some areas down here the warehouse can remind themselves that they have to bill HCB for some of the services that are provided here.